Hello and welcome back to more Vintage Cube Draft. This pack's got a lot of cool stuff. Lion's Eye Diamond, my favorite, I know. Shieldred is just raw power, so good. Liliana used to be insane. She's gotten worse, but still like really good if you have a deck that can support her. Faithless Looting now legal in Modern. I learned that. I mean, how do you not start with LED here? I know probably people are gonna say start with Shieldred or a Guide of Souls, but this card is boring. I've played white so many times. Let's take an LED. Whoa, okay. Mox Ruby Channel Doomsday Jace. So there's a couple options. You could take Doomsday and try and wheel Jace. You could take Channel and just do that stuff. The safest play is just take a Mox Ruby, which I will do. Hey, it's my old favorite, Oath of Druids. An early Oath of Druids is interesting. There's him to Turok, Manifold Key. I'm gonna take the Oath. We'll see what happens here. This card is really powerful. It's a strong deck building restriction, but if you can pull it off, it really goes crazy. I could take Tendrils now. I'm missing out on Mindstone, Basalt, Monolith. Yeah, I normally don't like taking the Storm cards this early, but there's not a ton else in the pack that I'm particularly crazy about. And I'm not necessarily going into Storm, but if you have Tendrils, just some win condition, it makes the rest of the draft much easier knowing, hey, I can win the game, or, I'm not waiting for something to show up in a pack. Well, there's Yogwill, so. Okay, now I'm probably drafting Storm. Bring to Light can grab Yawgmoth's Will, so yeah, let's just do that. There's a Gristlebrand. Oh my gosh, we are going. Oath of Druids Gristlebrand Storm is so beautiful. Underground Mortuary is a Surveil land. Bitter Triumph is also interesting, but I think I just take the Surveil land. This is kind of like casting Opt in green-black colors, but instead of drawing you a card, it puts a land into play. Does that make sense? That's what the Surveil lands are. Bazaar of Baghdad. Bazaar of Baghdad is very interesting. We got Shallow Grave. We have Yawgmoth's Will. Well, we don't have Shellgrave, but that we could get into it. And the rest of this stuff isn't good. Let's take a Bazaar. There's Overgrown Tomb, Faithless Looting. Or Zatar's Proving Ground if I end up in red, which I definitely could end up in red. I don't love all the tapped lands, but if I get, let's see, Sneak Attack, I would want. Faithless Looting I would like, but I think the fixing here is probably more important. We'll take the Proving Ground. There's our Doomsday, there's Jace, there's Galvanic Blast, there's a Cabal Ritual. This feels more like a Cabal Ritual deck because we have LED Yogwill and Gristlebrand. Like, we could just hardcast a Gristlebrand pretty easily. I would like to have both, but can't get everything. Although, honestly, this start is almost as good as you possibly can be. Maybe like a Dark Ritual and something else, but yeah, not mad about it. Collective Brutality. So we have a lot of outs to Shallow Grave and Gristlebrand as well if we get one of those reanimation cards. Horizon Canopy. So the downside of Oath of Druids, can't do those things. Probably not going to play this. I mean, against like a really creature heavy opponent, I could see Caustic Bronco. Unearth not very good, but again, I do have Bazaar, so maybe one day. All right, this pack. Well, okay. All right. Yeah, we'll just take it before it goes away. Black Lotus, get in the deck. Recurring Nightmare, not very good because I don't have creatures to sacrifice. Crop rotation for Bazaar could be interesting, but yeah, this is a good start. I just need card draw now, basically. Imperial Seal, Knight's Whisper, Wishclaw Talisman. Okay. I'm thinking about Knight's Whisper just because we have so much mana, but I also have like a pretty interesting just manual storm roots. Oh, there's also Master of Death to go with Bazaar. That can give me just repeatable card draw, but it's pretty bad with Oath of Druids. I don't have to play Oath of Druids, but just having a oops I win mode is pretty nice. I'm leaning at Knight's Whisper just because it fills out the role of generic card draw, and you do get into weird situations with decks like this if you have Imperial Seal and you don't have Black Lotus or Yawgmoth Will, what do you tutor for? I guess Oath of Druids. But you have to wait a turn. I think I just take Night's Whisper. And one of those tutors might come around as well. Okay. Underworld Breach. Yeah, we'll just take that. Thank you. We have Duress, Fast Bond, Strip Mine. Huh. This is interesting. I mean, I could take Strip Mine. I could take Fast Bond. Fast Bond plus like Yawgmoth Will can do something. Duress just makes it so that it's much easier to go off. I'd probably just take Duress. My deck is already looking pretty spicy. Mox Opal. I don't have a ton of Mox yet, but this could really speed things up. Mishra's Research Desk is also some pretty good card draw. Maybe I take the Mox and try and wheel the Research Desk. I kind of like that play. Well, no, I'm going to do it the other way around. This is always going to be useful. Mox with only 3 artifacts is not going to be very good. Probe, Bauble. Pest Infestation is a very strong magic card, but I think just in this deck we're so fast that I just want Probe so I can see the coast is clear. I mean, I could win on turn 1 easily with this deck. So we'll do that. I could take a Seething Song. I could take a Fire and Ice. I don't really have blue, so this would just be fire. I'll just take Seething Song. There's Zurin Orb for the Fast Bond. But there's also... No, I can't Deathrite Shaman. So Rain of Filth or Zurin Orb are probably the plays. And it's funny, both of these sacrifice lands. I think just... We have Black Lotus LED. This just fills my graveyard for Yawgmoth Will. Zurin Orb plus Gristlebrand can draw cards. If I get Fast Bond, we can do a little bit of stuff, but I think this is just better. Blackleaf Cliffs helps with the mana. I could Crop Rotation for Bizarre, but I don't think that... I haven't seen any, like, Reanimator cards. If I had more Reanimator stuff, I'd be more into it. Okay, well, Wishclaw Talisman... The problem is, with Demonic Tutor, you can Demonic Tutor, Yawgmoth Will, and then flashback Demonic Tutor. With Wishclaw Talisman, I can't exactly do that, and it doesn't go into my graveyard. So I'm thinking I might just have to take Imperial Seal. It's much worse of a card, but it can help the Storm count with Night's Whisper, and I can draw into, like, the cards I need that turn. Steam Vents, sure. This is unfortunately not a Hogak deck. Chandra, what do you do? When it enters or attacks, deal 4 damage to any target. Chandra's okay. Ketria Triome can also help with the fixing, but I'll try a Chandra, I guess. Survival, no. Just take Athari so I don't die to it. None of these. I guess Staff is not a creature. Fire Blast. If Thousand Year Storm was still in the cube, Fire Blast would be pretty good. So we have a lot of stuff. We're missing a lot of the key pieces. Nobody's drafting what we're in, but someone's definitely drafting black, like, interaction or something. And then, yeah, we're getting cut in a lot of directions, but we kind of just need to find Brain Freeze and we'll be okay. But, like, literally just Bazaar of Baghdad plus Breach. Actually, maybe I am supposed to get Crop Rotation because of that combo. I didn't even think about that, but yeah, that seems pretty good. Here we have Prismatic Vista. We have Thought Scour, Treasure Cruise. I don't have any blue fixing really yet for Treasure Cruise. Dak Faden is also pretty good, just draw 2, discard 2. But I think I'm gonna take the Vista first. Just get better mana. There's Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty good in this deck. Yeah, I'll take that. You can go semi-infinite with Wheel of Fortune, LED Breach as well. So I'll take that. This deck is definitely capable of turn 1 wins. Dark Ritual. Oh, and Time Sprawl in the same pack. Well, the turn 1 wins go much up if I take Dark Ritual. The overall wins maybe go up with Time Spiral. I don't have the blue mana. That's my biggest hesitation. I would basically have to cast it off Black Lotus. I'm going to take Dark Ritual. Why wait a turn to win when I could win now? I could take Inquisition just to remove their hand. Spellseeker doesn't grab anything too important. Pentad Prism's okay, but do I have any removal? Collective Brutality is removal. Yeah, I'll take Inquisition. Mystical Tutor for Yawgmoth Will. That one's probably worth trying to splash. Yeah, Yawgmoth's Wheel, Wheel of Fortune, Tendrils, all really good cards. I can get blue off of these. And the nice thing about Tutor is I can play this from the graveyard off Yawgmoth's Will. So I will take that. Wow. Okay. Echo Vans and Mind Twist and Coalition Relic. I probably just take Echo of Aeons because I have LED. This makes some mulligans better. I also have Bazaar of Baghdad. Yeah, this deck is insane. Thundering Falls can help with the blue. There's no way I can gush. Through the Breach, Gristlebrand is another thing that I can do. Shallow Grave would be much better. Thundering Falls versus Blazemire Verge. Do I have a fetch? No. I think I just take this black and red duel. I have like 2 blue sources for the blue card, but most of it's just going to be cast off like Black Lotus LED. I can take Memory Lapse to try and stay alive. I could take like Abomination. It does add to the storm count. But I think, is Memory Lapse good? I can play it. Like Black Lotus Memory Lapse. It is a form of protection, so I think I'll try it. Treasure Cruise is looking better now, but I'm almost wondering, like Thought Scour targeting myself with Breach can also just go crazy. I already have Echo Vians and Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, Thought Scour is really good in this deck. Take a Jace or a Flame Slash. Honestly, Jace. Just filling my graveyard is what this deck does, and we're just gonna keep doing that. Luris. If I cut Gristlebrand Oath, I can Companion Luris. I need to cut Chandra too. This is worth exploring. Companion Luris is pretty nuts here. Scrubland doesn't do much. Yeah, I don't have any. I think Pentad Prism, I guess, but I'm not excited about any of those. I don't know. Cut that. This can make the. I guess this is an interesting plan B if I need it. So I have Black Lotus LED, and you can play Underworld Breach with Luris. Actually, that's kind of sick. If I play Oath and I Oath into Luris, I can just hopefully mill over Black Lotus LED and then do that. It could backfire. I guess I can't play Jace either. I just realized. Let's look at, this is mana, this is a spell. 26. I mean, it's really good with Black Lotus. I don't think I would be mad oathing into Luris, but I'd probably be much happier oathing into Gristlebrand. I'm gonna think about it and we'll come back. So here's like the situation. I have Luris. I can hit it off Oath, which isn't that bad because we can play Underworld Breach and all that stuff. I can also Companion Luris. I couldn't run Gristlebrand in that case, but I would cut these two. And then I could run like Jace and Caustic Bronco. Oh, I have a Mox Ruby. Okay, this deck's insane. I could run Jace and Caustic Bronco or like Third Path Iconoclast. I don't think this is the best win condition, but it's definitely a sideboard option. If I main deck Luris, I could run Unearth to get it back. It's a little bit sketchy, but then I have basically 1 mana can start the combo because I Unearth, play Luris, Luris plays Breach, Breach plays like the Mox. So I don't need that many lands at all. So there's a lot of different directions to go, and I'm gonna spend some time thinking about where I want to be. Alright, I am back. It was like 30 minutes, maybe longer. And here's where I'm at. I want to main deck Luris because Oath into Luris is insane because you would mill a bunch of stuff and then you could mill into like Black Lotus Breach and then you hit Luris. And Oath into Gristlebrand is also game winning. So that's where I'm at. What I'm thinking is, if I'm playing against a deck that doesn't have many creatures where Oath is not good, I could actually just Companion Luris and bring in like Jace, Caustic Bronco or something. Or if they don't have creatures, honestly, like Jace, Third Path Iconoclast could also be pretty good. So here's what we're going to try. And post sideboard, we'll see what happens. See you all round 1. Alright, we're playing against you, Vice. Let's go first and see what this hand has for us. We have Breach and Research Desk. I will keep this hand because Breach is just the best card in our deck. And if we happen to draw any mill cards, that'll be good. We can set up for Research Desk. I might wait a turn or two depending on what their deck looks like. Because we have the mana. We just need to hit like any of our card draw spells, basically. Opponent mulligan to 6. I'm gonna lead on Copperline Gorge into Research Desk. Also, like waiting until I can hit like a discard spell would be pretty good. But I see green. I'm not that scared. LED Breach. I mean, we're very close to winning. I could try and go for it, but I don't see a reason to if they're just playing green. Mishra's Research Desk until the end of your next turn. So I could even do this now, and then I could unearth it if I really need to. I might do this actually. Next to the top two cards of the library. Choose one of them. So the only problem is if I hit tendrils off the research desk, I could just lose. But I think I want to do this. Okay. Until the end of my next turn, I could play a mountain. Collective Brutality. So let's go mountain. And I don't really feel the need to escalate this. I'm just going to cast this. Well, I could see what's in their hand, right? And then also kill the elf. And I could just discard next turn swamp. I don't need that much mana. Yeah, let's do that. Because if they have like counter magic, I would much like to know about it. Okay. Well, very happy that I did that. I would have just lost immediately if I let them mind twist me off Mana Vault. I guess they didn't have black mana, but it looks like they have strip mine as well, given the Crucible of Worlds thing. So now their deck does basically nothing. They play Dark Depths, and they play a Hierarch. It looked like they almost tapped their Mana Vault to play the Walk-in Closet. Don't think that was the play. They could, in theory, set up for a Mind Twist kind of soon, so kind of as soon as I have the possibility of going off, I should do it. Mox Ruby's really good. I mean, any card draw, and I'm basically there. I can unearth this. The problem is that's going to take 3 mana, so I'll only have, like, 1 left. I think I can wait 1 turn. They play Uro. It's fine. So I think this turn, I can unearth this until the end of your next turn. No, that doesn't work. I was going to say at the beginning of your next end step, but this is until the end of turn, because I could unearth it and then sacrifice it at end step, but I would... It wouldn't let me, like, keep it until the following turn, I don't think. Well, I guess I lose next turn, because they hit this being stage off of Uro, just naturally. Okay. Well, we gotta go for it. They also gained life, which is... I think I'll have plenty of Storm if I'm winning, but Duress does not help. So let's do it. Dark Ritual. Mox Ruby. Mishra's Research Desk. Sacrifice this. Mystical Tutor and Luris. I don't have a card draw left in my discard pile. If Mystical Tutor drew a card, I could win here, I think, off Wheel of Fortune. But nothing in here, like, gets me anywhere, and I don't have a way to mill or Collective Brutality to kill them. Although, actually, I have somewhat of a play. I can go LED. I can gain 2 life off Collective Brutality. Yeah, I'm gonna have to crack LED here, so let's play Underworld Breach. Oh, yeah, I guess I have to go Cabal Ritual Breach. And the rest doesn't really do anything. They can play lands from their graveyard. I don't care too much about that. Underworld Breach. I can crack this for black. Play Luris. And then I can play Collective Brutality with Escape. And I'm just gonna drain their life. Get rid of Swamp, Cabal Ritual, Duress. And then I just play LED with Luris. And then next turn I can play Breach with Luris. So I still could win if I draw like Wheel of Fortune. Because I take 21. And I have 6. Right? I mean, we get 1 draw step. Yep, they can play the Dark Depths again. I'm not going to win by dealing with the Mare Lage. I'm going to win by storming off. 21 damage. I do get to gain 3, and I can attack them for 3. No! This is so much worse than Demonic Tutor. Demonic Tutor is a win here. Imperial Seal is not. Yeah, I'm just dead. That's super unfortunate. Okay. I don't really have anything that deals with Thespian Stage Dark Death stuff, so run it back. That was rough. This deck, I think, is missing card draw to make the tutors particularly good, but it was also just like, they top deck pretty well. This is rough because you don't want Gristlebrand in your opener. Am I gonna lose with this deck? I'm gonna mulligan this. Okay, there we go. We're gonna keep this. Wow. Get rid of Pented Prism, I suppose. Play Steam Vents tapped. And just we got cards, we got mana. They get to Once Upon a Time. Hopefully they just play a turn 1 creature. I guess I maybe should have kept Pendant Prism so I could Oath of Druids without having to Black Lotus, but I can Oath of Druids into Wheel of Fortune. Okay. Expedition map. So they're just all in on the creature thing. I can duress them, which I like. Demonic Tutor, Questing Beast, Tireless Tracker. So next turn, they're basically doing nothing. So I can wait. Demonic Tutor's gone. Okay, they drew Hedge Maze. They kept something on top. I don't like that. Lurrus of the Dream Den. Okay. Given that they kept on top, I guess they're just gonna draw it off wheel. But I can go Black Lotus, Lurrus, Black Lotus, Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, that seems pretty good. Black Lotus. Sack this for triple black. Cast Lurrus. Play Black Lotus. I could wait one turn. I mean, I know their hand isn't doing anything crazy right now, but my hand's pretty bad, so yeah, let's just sack this for triple red and just cast Wheel of Fortune. Okay, I think I kind of just win. So I can get rid of that. Yeah, I pretty much just win. So if I Thought Scour myself, I'll have Threshold for Cabal Ritual. Then I can go Swamp, Cabal Ritual. Collective Brutality with Escalate. We're gonna discard, pay 1. We're gonna discard the Mountain. Take their Crop Rotation. Cast Yawgmoth's Will. Cast Black Lotus. Sack this for black. Cabal Ritual. We did it. Okay, this deck is busted. Yeah, run it back. I mean, this is just a race, basically. Oh boy. Okay, there we go. Okay, I was gonna say this deck is good, I swear. And this is a pretty good start. If they don't do anything, we're just gonna win. If they do something, I think I can still probably just win. Oh my gosh. Okay. So I get to go Bazaar of Baghdad, Mox Ruby, Black Lotus. This could be a turn 1 win, and I might just want to try and go for it for that reason. I mean, it's very safe to wait. So I could also just go turn 1 Bazaar, wait. Because if they have Strip Mine, it's not a big deal. I'm going to wait a turn. Their deck doesn't look like it does anything super scary here. And by waiting a turn, I just almost guarantee I win next turn. Because it's really just I get to put 6 cards into my graveyard instead of just 3. And I'll have mana for Inquisition and stuff. So, oh, there's Tendrils. Okay. Discard Tendrils, Reign of Filth, and Island. I guess if they somehow exile Tendrils from my graveyard, that could be a problem. Let's Bazaar of Baghdad again. Discard Echo of Aeons, Bristlebrand, and Inquisition. Then I get to go Mox Ruby, Swamp, Black Lotus. This deck is so insane. Stormcloud is 2. This will be 3, 4, 5, 6. I might just want to play Echo of Aeons here. Can I win? I need to do the math. So the Stormcloud is 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Do I have enough mana for that? So this is going to cost 3, so that costs 0 basically. Double Duress will take that too. I get 3 more off Black Lotus, which I can use to play Inquisition Reign of Filth. I'll go down to 1. I think I'm 1 mana short right now. I mean, I could just wait a turn. I could just Echo of Aeons. I guess I could just Duress them and wait a turn. See what Duress brings anyway. Children's Edict. Ramanop Excavator. So next turn they can grab a Strip Mine and kill my Bazaar, but that kind of only helps me. They have Dark Depths, Thespian Stage, not enough mana for it just yet. That's gone. Can I just Breach double Tendrils? I'll have 2 mana, and with Black Lotus that'll go up to 5. I don't think I have the win. Someone could correct me. I crack this, that'll be Storm count of 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is what I can hit them for. I'm just gonna wait. My opponent's just kind of doing that. I think they should have gotten Strip Mine, probably. Okay, so now I can activate Bazaar. Not great hits. Discard this, this. But I think at this point I probably have enough mana just to go Underworld Breach, Black Lotus a couple times. So I think I'm just going to do that. Let's go red, black, Underworld Breach. We're going to figure this out. Sack Black Lotus for a bunch of black mana. Cast Black Lotus from the graveyard. 1, 2, 3. Stack this to add blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I can do 1, 2, 3. I can't quite Tendril, so I think I pretty much just have to Echo of Aeons regularly. But I can Black Lotus one more time. We're going to get rid of Land, Reign of Filth, and Mishra's Research Desk. Or I guess Yawgmoth will. Then I will cast Gristlebrand. Yes. No, because that eats Black Lotus. That was a mistake. Alright, we're just gonna play Echo of Aeons. Yikes. Not great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're 1 away from playing Gristlebrand here. Let's go ahead and Research Desk. Thought Scour, Night's Whisper. I'm liking the idea of Thought Scour. Let's go ahead and shock into Steam Vents. Thought Scour ourselves. I'm still 1 mana short. I can crack Black Lotus for blue. I can Thought Scour myself. Exiling these 3. I can Thought Scour myself again. No, I can't. Alright, let's just replay Black Lotus, I guess. Pretty brutal. I could play Oath of Druids. They can't quite Dark Depths yet. I'm only at 6 mana. Yeah, this is pretty rough. I needed just like a tiny bit more way to get cards into my graveyard. The thing is now, I might just not have enough cards left in my deck to actually get a Storm count up. I think I might have botched it. My opponent's doing nothing. I can play Gristlebrand and block. Like a Ball Ritual. I mean, I'll activate Bazaar. There's Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, I think I pretty much just have to go for this. I don't think it matters so much what I discard here. But I get to go Prismatic Vista. Just get another land out of my deck. Womp. I think I should have enough Storm here. Cabal Ritual. Let's just play Wheel of Fortune, keeping Black Lotus around. Okay. We get to go LED. Gitaxian Probe them. 7 cards entered the revealed zone. Oh my gosh. Okay, they can't do anything, so they're F6'd. Pendant Prism is great. I could just do this. Crack this for black. Play Luris. Luris has to play Underworld Breach. So we'll add red. Play Breach. We're going to escape Black Lotus. Back this for black. We did the match, yeah, because we get tendrils now. Wow, that was way harder than it needed to be. Probably someone who's better at piloting Storm could come up with a way to win before, but this deck is insane. See you all next round. All right, we're playing against King of Fae. I think this person is on the leaderboard, so that's not great. We will tell them good luck, have fun. I'm gonna keep this hand. It's not the best hand I've ever had, but it has Black Lotus, Underworld Breach, Echo Van, so and an Inquisition, and I'm on the play. I get to go Swamp, Inquisition. Force of Negation, Life Death, Psychic Frog, and Grief. Wow. So they can. This hand is insane. They can Grief and then reanimate. Psychic Frog is pressure, but so is Grief. I guess I take Force of Negation. They can Grief, so I'm gonna play out this Black Lotus. Protect myself against that. Yikes. Island. Yep, so they evoke Grief, exiling Life Death. So they're basically just planning to Life Death me, or Psychic Frog me. Interestingly, it would have been much better if my Echo or Black Lotus was the Lion's Eye Diamond here. Rain of Filth. Okay, I mean, we get to do this. Play Pented Prism. And pass. And we got so many good top decks. Honestly, Bazaar of Baghdad would be pretty spicy. So they went Swamp, Psychic Frog, Prismatic Vista. So they're tapped out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. With this, I can go up to 10. Echo Vans cost 6, but then it's in my graveyard as well to flash back. You know what? I think I'm just gonna go for it right now. Yeah, because it'll be in my graveyard if I fail, right? So we'll just go for it. I'm gonna grab Island. We're gonna go Rain of Filth. Sack for blue. We're gonna tap this for mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Echo Vans. Okay, they're just gonna grow the frog. That makes sense. Okay, maybe I should have waited. They had only lands in hand. Interesting. That went terribly, to be honest. I can go 1, 2, 3. I can duress them. I'm just gonna take a bunch of Psychic Frog damage here. Yeah, that's about as bad as it can get. I could sack my lands and flash back Echo Vans to try and get a new hand. Because this hand is abysmal. Yeah, let's do that. That blue. I don't think I'm winning if I just wait here, so flash this back. If they counter this, I just die. Alright. That was just piloting error. But I also don't think the deck was gonna do very well. Yeah, we're just gonna run it back. This deck is good. The problem was I should have waited 1 or 2 more turns. But if I had just hit Black Lotus LED and I could breach off the first Echo, I would have been fine, but I should have just waited 1 or 2 more turns. Alright, we're on the play again. This hand is good. They kept 7. So I would like to save Jataxian Probe to know what's going on, but I think probably my best bet is just to go Blazemire Verge, Mox Ruby, Knight's Whisper. Yeah, I mean, my hand's pretty gross. And then I'll just save this to get information right before I'm ready to go off. Okay, they have Grief, exiling Gristlebrand. They probably take Yogwill. Kind of happy to see that. Yogwill wasn't the best card in my hand. I like Duress. Let's probe now. See if I need to Duress. Drawing Gristlebrand I don't love. Force of Negation, Pented Prism. Okay, so we can go really slow. Their hand's quite bad. Play this. I mean, I can wait a couple turns on this Duress. Because next turn they're just going to jam Pented Prism. I could also just take Pented Prism and then they basically have no play. But I think Force of Negation is so good against me. I'm probably just going to want to take it eventually, so I'll just do it now. Okay. So their hand is Pented Prism. 1 land that I don't know of. I'll just assume it's that island. And then they're just going to Pented Prism here. Okay. Imperial Seal. I like that. What are we tutoring for? probably Black Lotus. Yawgmoth's in the graveyard. I mean, I could just go Black Lotus Wheel of Fortune, and that's pretty good. A lot of mana. Yeah, we'll do that. I mean, I could do it now, but their hand is completely empty. There's not like a reason to do it super early. Played one of the two lands. Kitsa, Otterball Elite. I could try and just cast Gristlebrand, actually. That might just be better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The problem is I'm gonna have to sacrifice 2 lands to try and cast Gristlebrand. Otherwise, I can Wheel of Fortune with basically infinite mana available. Gristlebrand can only draw 7 cards anyway. Let's just cast Wheel of Fortune here. Well, I guess the thing about Wheel of Fortune, it draws them cards. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Gristlebrand costs 8. This has come up so many times. I sack 2 lands, I play Gristlebrand. Sure. Cast Arena Filth. Add black. Add black. Black. 6, 7. Okay. Let's draw some cards. Play land. I could probably just win now, right? I have Underworld Breach. Yeah, I could probably just win now. Dark Ritual. Cabal Ritual. We will play Lurrus. Lurrus will play Black Lotus. Black Lotus will add red. That's going to cast Breach. Breach will let me Imperial Seal. I guess I could play Black Lotus here. But I don't really need to do too much. I can Imperial Seal. Exiling land, Rain of Filth. 4 tendrils. Then I can Jataxian Probe. Their hand is all lands. Then I just play Black Lotus and kill them. Deck this for black. Tendrils you. Hey, we did it correctly. Even if this fails, I could still storm off next turn. Man, this deck is busted. Okay. Begin sideboarding. Yeah, I mean, I haven't really been able to Oath of Druids just yet, but Hardcast Gristlebrand did. I mean, Wheel of Fortune would have done the same thing, but no, because Wheel of Fortune would have filled their hand. Well, this hand does some stuff. I gotta keep this. They've had grief every time, but if they don't, and I get to surprise Oath them, that would be pretty nice. I could also just duress them right now, which I like. Duress. Just letting me Oath of Druids next turn, if they play like the Otter or whatever, would be so great. They Mystical Tutor. So I get to see what they're tutoring. If it is an instant or sorcerer, I can hit it with Collective Brutality. Life, Death. Okay, so they're just gonna grief my hand. Oh, okay, interesting. Well, this might go well for me. They tutored for Life, Death. I guess they're just hoping to hit a reanimation spell, but I get to... So they played that. This is your graveyard. That's very important here. And I get Mystical Tutor as well. Okay, I mean, green, Oath. Hope for the best. Hitting Lurrus would be pretty sad. Nice, so you drew Gristlebrand and found a less risky line than going for Wheel and Prey. They're activating Kitsa. I see. Oh, Kitsa can reanimate stuff. That's right. So they can reanimate Atraxa. Okay, Life Death's pretty good. We'll see if Atraxa is enough, right? Because they get her back, she's a 7/7, but they need to hit counter magic. But we'll see what they hit off Atraxa. So Life Death's gone, Atraxa's gone, and they have 4 cards in hand. I think this swamp is also something that I saw. They hit Force of Will, so that's not great. And they have Lotus Petal as well. Yikes. If I'm on the play, this game is completely different. What did they hit? No game log? Darkslick Shores. Okay, so they chose Darkslick Shores, Master Death Swamp they have. They don't have Psychic Frog, Thought Scour. They don't have Snapcaster Mage. Why does it make this so difficult? Lotus Petal, Probe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Something like that is their hand. Okay, Jataxian Probe is gone. Master of Death they have for Force of Will. They can't currently cast Archon of Cruelty. I wish Magic Online was better about showing hands, because I don't know what they really have in hand. They get to discard Archon to hand size, I think. They played Darkslick Shores. Okay. And what you got? We hit Luris. Okay, so their hand isn't that great. This is just when it hits them, right? And this can double copy spells. So let's go ahead and Prismatic Vista for Island. I can't get an island, so that's out the window. I guess I go Swamp. I can Collective Brutality. They're at 11, but this is Atrax is going to gain them life. I'm going to Oath of Druid, so Imperial Seal doesn't do a ton. I think I go Pentad Prism. And I can Brutality this turn. I think that's fine. Let's choose a card from it and drain their life by just discarding Imperial Seal. Okay, so they Force of Will now, exiling Master of Death. And then we pass. I really just wanted to fill my graveyard for like Underworld Breach stuff. They're just gonna hard cast that thing. That's pretty good against Gristlebrand, actually. 1, 2, 3. Shallow Grave Archon, yikes. Am I dead? I might just be dead to that. I don't think I have an out. 6, 7, 13. Yeah, I'm just dead. Phew. Card this. Can't really do anything about that. GG's. Yeah, their deck's good. They drew well and played well. Hard to beat that. But this person's also on the trophy leaderboard. Really close games. I think game 1 is probably just a punt. This one, I mean, yeah. Them drawing into Shallow Grave there was pretty rough. See you all next round. All right, we're playing against Yaskob. Let's go first. Tell opponent good luck, have fun. This hand has 1 land. I will mulligan. This hand is great, and I will keep it. What do I get rid of? Cabal Ritual. I can Inquisition, Black Lotus, Luris, Black Lotus. That seems like a pretty good start. And they rolled a 6. So we'll start Prismatic Vista, Swamp, Inquisition. Balance, Giver Runes, Pre-War Formal Wear, and Unstoppable Slasher. Huh. You get a creature back, it has vigilance and whatnot. I mean, I kind of want to just make them play creatures, so then I can play Oath. They're going to go Giver of Ruins. I mean, I really want to play Luris. It doesn't matter what I take between the Formal Wear and the Slasher, because they could just get it back. Balance does basically nothing against my deck, so I guess I'll take the Formal Wear. Black Lotus. Black Luris. Black Lotus. Maybe I'm supposed to take the Giver of Runes there, but like secretly I want them to play into my thing. They don't do anything? That's very weird. Okay, now they crack Polluted Delta. That's very surprising. I know they're not screen whatever it is ghosting because I'm not streaming. They put Esper Sentinel into the graveyard. They're definitely not ghosting. That card's so good against me. I could Wheel of Fortune. Let's sack Black Lotus for black. Cast Knight's Whisper. Wow, okay. Yeah. Play LED. Probe them, paying life. They drew a Marionette Apprentice. 5, 6. Play Black Lotus. I don't think I can get this to resolve how I want. I'm thinking about Cabal Ritual, but I want to cast Wheel of Fortune. I have to Black Lotus in order to play Wheel of Fortune here. Right, we sack this for red. I can cast Wheel of Fortune. Cabal Ritual will have a threshold of 6, not 7. Right, 7 or more cards. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. So I think I just naturally play Cabal Ritual. Then I get to hold control. Play Wheel of Fortune, crack LED for blue. Everyone gets a new hand. I don't care what's in their hand anymore. Could play Echo of Aeons, but I want Black Lotus in my graveyard, so let's Thought Scour myself. Dark Ritual, there's Breach. I think I can just win now. I think I have the mana to duress them. Animate Dead, Parallax Wave, Savine's Reclamation, Winds of Abandon. Yeah, I mean, this is the only one that could possibly do something here. So we do that. I guess Pented Prism just ups the storm count. That doesn't really matter. We'll Breach. We'll cast Black Lotus. Sacrifice this for red. Play Wheel of Fortune. This hand is so bad. That's fine though. We play Black Lotus. And that's the reason not play Pented Prism, because it fills my graveyard more. I guess, yeah, we just sack this for red. Play Wheel of Fortune again. There's the Tendril, so now I get to go Black Lotus. That was like the worst hand in the history of bad hands, by the way. Sack this for black. Duress them. Virtue of Loyalty and nothing. Okay, so you just die to Tendrils. Pretty good. Pretty good. Okay. They're a creature deck, so Oath is really good. Unfortunately, they saw the Oath, but I'm not that worried about it, to be honest. And I think I just run it back. Okay, game 2. This hand isn't amazing, but it's got lands, it's got acceleration. Hard to do too wrong. Let's hope they don't go Esper Sentinel. They don't. That's great. That's a pretty good one. Let's go Swamp, Mox Ruby, Pented Prism, Lion's Eye Diamond. Do I want to do that right now, or should I wait a turn? Because I can kind of force them into a mulligan, but if they have Spell Pierce, it's going to be a little sad. I'm basically just losing out on a Night's Whisper. I think I'm just going to go for it. Pick this to add blue. Cast Echo of Aeons. I could beat Spell Pierce and Mana Tithe, and their deck looked very black-white heavy. Okay, let's see what you got going on over there, opponent. Okay, Skyclave, Formaware, Felia, Oust. Nothing too scary. I guess they can oust my Gristlebrand when I play it. Yeah, okay. Go ahead, opponent. I will just hardcast a Gristlebrand on my turn, and then they can oust it, but I get to draw a bunch of cards. Is there any, like, game-winning card I can Mystical Tutor for? They are going to play Felia, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I keep having exactly 7, so I think it's just better to hardcast Gristlebrand now that I know exactly what card they drew. Yeah, Black Lotus. Copperline Gorge. Stack this for black. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I can go Cabal Ritual. Duress them. They play Felia. That's fine. We're just getting rid of the Oust. And then Gristlebrand. And we'll just do that. I can draw cards on their turn. I don't think discarding to hand size is particularly good. They go Plains. They can Skyclave my Mox, I think. Lions. Ooh, okay. That could have been deadly, actually. They can eat my Black Lotus. If I had just had, like, tendrils sitting out there, I could have just died. Although, honestly, Gristlebrand can probably just kill them. So, I don't think they can get around that. I don't know why it's... That's their hand. Okay. Yeah, losing Black Lotus is rough. I take 2. And I don't have blue mana to Mystical Tutor, so... I actually can't cast a single card in my hand right now. Now I can. Let's attack my opponent. Then we're gonna draw 7 cards. I just win, probably. Dark Ritual. Yeah, they're tapped out, so I can also just like Underworld Breach and stuff. Yeah, let's go Island, Hot Scour myself. You'll seal, there's that. Rain of Filth is actually pretty good here. We will play that. I will cast an storm count is 3. I only need a storm count of 5, so I think just breach. Or no, I need more than 5. I can go Inquisition. We'll take Skyclave. I know that lets them. It doesn't matter. So we do that. Then I get to go Underworld Breach. Stack this for black. Let's go ahead and Cabal Ritual. I sank another land. I can Cabal Ritual. Cabal Ritual, exiling this, this, and Rain of Filth. Now I can just Dark Ritual. Actually, yeah, Dark Ritual, this, this, and this. 7. Now I can just double tendrils them. I know 1 tendrils is enough, but we have the ability to double tendrils off of Breach. And that's the important part. This deck is busted. Like, beyond busted. Unfortunately, we only went 2-1. Yeah, that one match, I definitely misplayed game 1, I think. I also got pretty unlucky. And then, yeah. I think this is one of the best decks that I've had, regardless of the results. It's so strong. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please consider subscribing. I also have been working on a card game called Algomancy. It's currently available for sale. Check the description. Been about 2 years of my time working on it, so if you enjoy complex gameplay like this, you'll very much enjoy it. See you next time.